going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me? Coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me? Take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Vikings going up against the Bears. With that, we send you out to Soldier Field in Chicago. That's where we'll find our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. So the D-line's going to spread out. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when you talk about this offense, you, of course, have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile, he makes any quarterback that much better.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. 2nd down, Mariota. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Linval Joseph is in a hurry to get his name mentioned as one of the top defensive tackles in the game. I think he's accomplishing his goal.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Mariota now on 2nd down. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Mariota on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing, Mariota. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Marcus Mariota with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he is going to lose yardage here. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the blocker away, and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Now fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And Graham's got it over the middle. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Check 26, check 26.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Ten yards to go on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's brought down after a good game.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down, 8. They'll look to throw again. And Rudolph has it left side. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Kyle Rudolph doing his job and making another nice catch. Come on, it's the month of December. You knew he was going to be there, right?
I knew you were going to go there. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Come on, let's go. Black round, black round, black round, black round.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Onto the field now come the Bears. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. On the grab, it's Reuben Randall. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just...
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mariota now on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long here for Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd and 4.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So on 4th down, the Vikings send out Blair Walsh to try the field goal here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Second down, Mariota. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Mariota. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. And he finds a man on the crossing route. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
10 yards still left on second down. Another pistol look here. He'll try again with the arm here on set. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. So 2nd and 10 here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5. Yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Back near his goal line, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. That's taking it around the 40. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They run it with McKinnon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now McKinnon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. McKinnon. And they'll be driven. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio!
He'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here we go! Let's round!
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Final play of the half here. Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle here to Rudolph. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's round!
They'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Caught left side, Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Hopkins, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
Oh, no doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. In the slot on the right is Graham. In motion is the tight end, Graham. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd down, Mariota. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. 23 yards on the play. Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
Let's go!
To throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They come out here in the eye. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. And we'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They go back to the air here after the INT. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan. And
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. Third down here.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, he had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Walsh is going to miss this one. That is no good for Walsh. Wide off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. They go screen play to Langford. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of...
Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed first round?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now another shot here at the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Second down, Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Mariota now to throw on first down. Finding time. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. It's grabbed over the middle by White. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Mariota. And this is Randall here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Bears are going to get a first. A first down throw for Mariota. Caught right side is Jeffrey. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They come out here in the eye. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota is going to find his running back. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Now hold it. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Second down, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the back goes into motion. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's McKinnon. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly. Wise beyond his years. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Chicago.